The first video is going to be talking about how to learn a melody or etude or transcription in all 12 keys using a ear approach or an aural approach. We achieve this by singing the melody in a couple of different ways. The second video is going to be talking about a more analytical approach, using musical analysis to help us sort of scientifically approach the problem of playing a melody in all 12 keys. So let's start off this video with talking about how we're going to sing the melody in all 12 keys. So what I like to do in step one of this method is find out a basic voicing for the melody that we're going to be playing. In this case, the first key is B flat, so we've got our B flat 6 chord. And then in the last two beats of the second measure, we go to C minor and F7. And then back to B flat. So what I like to do first is sing and play the melody at the same time to make sure I'm singing accurately the pitches of the melody. So let's give ourselves a starting pitch. Don't worry if you can't do that the first time. Just take it slow and make sure you're singing it accurately. Really, we're not working for speed right now. So once I can do that, the next part of this step is singing it without playing along. And it's okay to give yourself a starting pitch at any time. Da, 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 da. That last part of the phrase just to make sure I was hearing that flat 9 correctly. Okay, so let's try it in a different key. Let's move up to C major. So the first note of our melody starts on G. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's move to F. Da 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 da. And then we would continue to take it around through all 12 keys. So the next thing before moving on to the next step is just to try and increase our speed a little bit. And you still want to really be focusing on the accuracy of the line. That's getting pretty close to my singing limit. I'm getting less and less accurate the faster I go. But sometimes it's just good to sort of test your limits and see how fast you can sing something. Because normally the rule is the faster you can hear something, the faster you can play it. Okay, on to step two. So we're going to continue singing this part, but what we're going to do is mimic the melody in our right hand without actually playing it. And this is called ghosting. So if I were to sing the melody, I would press down the notes, but I would try to make them not make a sound. Da. So here's my starting note. Da 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 da. If you're unsure if you're pressing down or ghosting the right notes, you can sing and play the melody one time just to be sure. We can do this in all 12 keys just like we were doing before. So how about the key of E flat? Let's give ourselves a starting note. Da, 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 da. Okay, and we just continue on through all 12 keys. This really makes a great connection between the aural image of the melody, in other words, what we're hearing in our head, with the actual physical connection of playing it on our instrument. Okay? So once you've perfected these two steps, really the next step should be the easiest, and that's simply playing the melody in all 12 keys on your instrument without singing. Now you want to make sure that you're internalizing or hearing yourself sing it in your head at the same time as playing it. Okay? So let's take this through a few keys, starting in the key of C. So once I've got my starting note, I really am not going to play any voicings in the left hand. I'm just going to concentrate on the melody. Okay, that was pretty good. The next key, up a fourth, F. Flat. I missed a note in there. Right? And can you continue to take it around the 12 keys as slowly as you need to, and gradually work up the tempo over the course of your practicing. If you do all 3 of these steps, I think you'll have no problem internalizing the melody in all 12 keys, and then being able to actually perform the melody whenever you need to. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. And remember, in next week's lesson, we're going to be looking at a more analytical, theoretical approach to learning melodies and etudes and transcriptions in all 12 keys. You know, really, I think it's important to take as many different approaches as possible, because we all learn differently. And the more ways we approach something, usually the better we're going to internalize. Please feel free to send me a message or leave any comments below with any suggestions you might have for future videos. Thanks for watching.